So, Will Smith kinda looks a little bad right now. So, as the whole world knows by this point, actor Will Smith flipped the script at the Oscars last night when he publicly slapped comedian Chris Rock for a joke Rock made aimed at Will's wife, Jada. Now, I just want to preface this by saying this really won't be a funny video or something to be made light of, because at the end of the day, a man did what he felt was necessary to stand up for his wife. And as a married man myself, I would defend my wife from any threat aimed her way as well. Also, I'm someone who would consider themselves a huge fan of Will Smith. I grew up on the guy, and I've always thought he's one of the best actors in Hollywood, despite somehow also being one of the more underrated actors in Hollywood. I also think he's a great rapper, and despite the drama surrounding his family in recent years, I thought he's always kind of seemed like a great dad and just a good dude in general. But with this being said, last night wasn't his greatest moment. So a little background. Rock was presenting an award for Best Documentary, and his opening monologue included some jokes. I mean, it's Chris Rock, of course. And not to mention, most presenters often use some sort of jokes during their monologues as well. One of these jokes, however, happened to be aimed at Jada Pinkett Smith. And Rock goes on to say this.
Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it.
Now, we have to acknowledge the fact that Jada has been pretty open with her struggles with alopecia, which is an immune disease that attacks the hair follicles and in some cases resulting in hair loss, sometimes rapid and uncontrollable hair loss. So her feelings being hurt won't go unnoticed here. But where things get weird is that Will was visibly seen laughing at the joke himself before noticing his wife's displeasure. Now, every man here knows when your wife is upset because someone hurt their feelings, you suddenly are required to be upset as well. So I'm not mad at Will taking some form of action to defend his wife. However, I am a bit disappointed in the action he took. Publicly assaulting someone over a joke on that stage as a professional is a bit overboard in my opinion. Sure, Rock might have come off as insensitive, but maybe he honestly didn't know of Jada's condition. And even if he did, there was a scenario in which Will could have settled this differently. He could have taken to the stage to shed light on alopecia and his distaste of the joke. Maybe he could have met with Rock backstage or even just sat there and issued a statement later on. Now, with this being said, I'm not in a position to tell another man how to defend his wife. I can only point out why it looks bad. Another reason this looks a little bad is because the altercation overshadowed every other award for the rest of the night. But none more important than the Oscar Will received himself. I was excited to see him win because it's long overdue for him. I mean, let's be honest. And to have a moment like this overshadow his accomplishment just feels unfortunate. The only reason I even felt like talking about this is because my channel focuses on film in general. But as a black man, I'm making a conscious effort to shine light on black films, actresses, and black aspects of film in general. And this involved two black actors I hold in high regard. And unfortunately, on a night where they should be remembered for their accomplishments, will now mainly be remembered for their scuffle. And I've seen posts defending both sides, but again, these are two black men who many of us now, or for at least a second, felt like a side needed to be chosen. I want to defend both of them. Chris Rock remained a professional, and despite the automatic reflex I would have had to slap Will's ass back, he simply didn't. He kept the show moving and chalked it up to the game. As for Will, I'm not going to beat the man down. He's unfortunately going to have to live with this now, though. And maybe he will, happily, knowing he defended his wife. Or maybe this will be a wake-up call, letting him know he's got some things to work out mentally. because the world is a cruel place and he can't slap everyone who makes a joke about his wife. And in some cases, even worse jokes than Rock's, because to be honest, G.I. Jane is a certified boss and I personally didn't think the joke was that bad. But on a lighter note, I can say I'm happy for Will because of this achievement. His performance was great in King Richard, and I have no doubt he'll be great in whatever he does next. He's truly deserving of this Oscar, and I hope the Academy doesn't make him forfeit his trophy for this one, albeit ill-timed, moment of weakness. Anyways, what did you guys think about this? What did you think about the Oscars in general? How did your picks hold up? Do you even care about the Oscars? Let me know in the comments below. Also, I have another film analysis coming out soon. Hopefully, I'll be able to get it to you guys sometime this week as well. So until then, you guys be safe out there, and I'll catch you soon.